Hello, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a short video. One of the areas I often refer to as the classroom. This is an area that's highly variable. I can set it up in multiple ways, multiple types of scenarios and situations. And this is after the dog knows odor, when I'm teaching the dog to hunt and we're working on specific things like proofing odors and distractions and whatnot. The area can be changed to be for multiple purposes. I also use this for dogs that are further along in their training because I can fill this entire area with numerous boxes, parcels, furniture, you name it. I can make it so tight down here that the dog has to climb over things just to work. So it's a great area for working on some environmentals and some stuff like that, even with the older dogs. But anyway, I'll just go around here and kind of show a few things. I have a simulated chest of drawers. Behind each one of those boards that resembles a drawer, there's spaces and there's places to hide things. And it kind of simulates the air movement that you would find consistent with a drawer. Behind this area right here, I actually have some screens. I'll try to show that. And what this is for the magnetic odor prints. I can actually add depth. So the odor print is at a depth up to about 8 or 9 inches, or actually up to almost a foot in some locations behind that white board with the slits. Multiple cabinets and stuff like that. So this is the back of my scent wall, which I don't work it from this side, but that's kind of another video. I put a lot of thought into how I designed that. I'll have to do something on that one a little bit later. A lot of stuff that comes from garage sales and stuff like that. Being in my former career, I have family members that like to buy gag gifts and stuff like that. So you'll see a lot of police memorabilia. And these things are good for environmentals for young dogs. They make a lot of noise, sirens and stuff like that. You'll just see multiple cabinets. The cooler on wheels right here, the St. Louis Cardinals cooler, is actually, I have another one just like it. This is the blank one. I have another one that I use for source. These cheap little backpacks, I bought 24 of these in a case for practically nothing. They're super high quality $1 backpacks. You'll see various training boxes, magnetic boxes, containers. Those are all blank. Everything in here is blank at the moment. But I get the dogs used to being around those things. And it really works good because that's a proofing odor. This down here is actually a piece of plywood. It looks like a hardwood floor. Just a little bit of artwork that I did. And on some of the lines, there's actually, I don't know if I can show this, there's actually some little gaps in some of the lines. I could have something underneath here. And there's some obvious trap doors like you see right there. And that works out really good. So the pegboard. Now, this is wood pegboard. This is not the PVC like Cameron Ford and some of the others recommend. What they recommend is way better. I just didn't know about it at the time. So I'm super cautious with what kind of training aids I put in these because you can have odor transfer with wood, obviously. I do not train any human remains detection dogs down here. This is mainly for gun detection and explosives. Each one of these sections here has a piece of metal in them. So that's consistent with every one of these. Go down to this one. It's kind of a little bit different style, but still it's a piece of metal. So I can use this with the odor prints, the magnetic ones. Those are a type of odor soak. Anyway, I can put those on, they're magnetic. It could be at any level. I can move them around behind the pegboard. It really helps with increasing the dog's sniffing, the sniffing frequency. And then I just have multiple other places that things could be hidden. Some old backpacks, duffel bags, clothing, you know, for putting something in the pocket of clothes. I don't know how many times I found, whether it's narcotics or guns hidden in people's clothes that are hanging in a closet. It's also a place where old furniture comes to die, like this lamp. But anyway, like I said, I can fill this whole thing up. I have multiple boxes, briefcases, you name it, that I've picked up that I keep kind of stashed away. So anyway, just wanted to show this. I have people that kind of ask me, and I refer to this in classes I teach, or I'll talk about my classroom. And this is just one of those rooms. Now, the big question, can you train a dog to be operational in a place like this? Absolutely not. This type of area has a reason and a purpose. It is not the end all to be all. Like I said, it works good for the dogs after they know how to find odor, after you transition. If you start on boxes or a scent wall or something like that, which I don't always do, but if you do start on that, this is a good transition place to go next. And again, it's a great place for bringing your operational dog, even your retired dog, when your retired dog wants to have some fun. But it's a great place to bring an operational dog so that you can work out a specific problem or something that you know, that you're trying to work on. In fact, I'll be setting up some really tight confined places for my operational gun dog here shortly. And I might post some video shorts of working on that. But anyway, and my favorite banner, nobody cares, work harder. That seems to be, I know for sure my previous supervisors would approve of that one. Anyway, thanks for reviewing, thanks for checking in on this, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.